Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I go to war with every single one of you, every game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3! Win!
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Mikey. That is Tommy. And damn, do I love that intro.
I know. It's great, isn't it? Even that.
He's fired up.
I had to add that little Beverly Hills Cop is so funny that with Family Guy. So that's our little.
I like it better than the countdown.
Intro.
I like it better than the countdown.
Yeah. And another.
We've had that intro for a while now, and you've switched up some of the clips.
Player. Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
It just, it's always fired me up. I love it. It gets me
yeah.
ready to go for the show. I'll come home because I just get off of work. I'm a little tired, and I'm like, then I get that
That's
going. I'm like,
chill.
oh, let's get some football in me. Yes. Let's talk about the best team in the league.
That's right. Brother, by the way, before we get going, I have a cool little story for you. Cool little story. And it happened today. What up, Robert? So I go to Taco Bell today for lunch, and I'm rocking my Bills hat, of course. And I'm eating, just sat down, starting to eat, and there's an older guy, Lions fan, comes over to me, and he's like, if Josh Allen doesn't get the MVP, then just throw that award right away. Throw it in the trash because he deserves it. And I'm like, he's going on and on about Josh. He's like, listen, I love Jared Goff, but there's only one of Josh Allen. And I'm like, man. Now you see, the reason why I'm bringing that up is there is good Lions fans out there. Yeah. We just got some bad seeds that came in pregame and postgame, but you know what? He's 100% right. And I told him, bro, you are 1,000% right. Because if they pass him up this time, throw that shit in the trash. It means nothing.
You heard that the league executives, they polled him, right? And 22 of 25 said Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
But
okay.
Then, the national media can't just say that because there's 3 weeks left to go. So they have to have something to talk about. So it became back Lamar Jackson because he dropped 5 touchdowns on one of the worst teams in football.
Right. Of course. Right.
Like Lamar Jackson wasn't talked about at all until he dropped 5 touchdowns on the worst team in football. And then all of a sudden he was back in the race.
Yeah.
Like, is the record part of it or not? Because last year Josh couldn't win because of the record.
Right. Yeah, I think he went. I think he gets it this time. I think they get it right.
I do too.
But if they don't,
as he doesn't shit the bed over the next 3 games,
which I can't see happening. Now, I could see him like not playing last game of the season or missing most of the game, because we're arresting him. But that won't affect anything to do with the MVP.
Yep, as always, go Bills. We need the second seed. We're going to get the second seed. I don't think we're even in danger of losing the second seed. I think it's like we would have to tank the rest of the season. And if we lose the Patriots twice and the Jets, we don't deserve that seed anyways.
Major trouble. Yeah, like then things are not going well. And I don't know how that would happen, but Chief says Chiefs.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gotta get a game this weekend. Man,
Super
they have a
Bowl-
rough schedule.
Yeah, Super Bowl winning Chiefs. You guys are legit, man, until somebody knocks you off.
Yep, that's what's
Yeah,
looking
we
like.
may have to.
You know, it's looking like we may be meeting you in Arrowhead because I just don't see you guys losing, dropping 2. I don't. Like, I know they got a rough record.
It could happen, but
I just don't see it. That defense is too good, dude.
Yeah, defense is really good. I admit that.
And if you keep it close, you're just asking for Mahomes just to put one drive together.
That's it. That's all. Yep.
And he is as clutch as they come.
I agree. That's why it's a slim chance. However, there is a chance. Hey, the most interesting man in the chat. Let's see what he has to say. Hello, Tommy and Mikey. I'm exhausted today. I was at my Christmas concert, a Trans-Siberian Orchestra last night. It was an awesome time.
That's awesome.
Well, awesome, man. Good for you, brother.
Stuff.
Man, yes, dude. You are like, dude, I don't know how you do it, man, but good for you, brother.
If you guys drop one, I think it'll be the last game of the season because you've already wrapped up the 1 season.
Right.
I just don't see the Texans or the Steelers beating them. I just don't. I could be wrong. Like, I don't know.
I don't think the Texans
have the offense to do it.
So I've been saying it. I'm on record saying it. If they lose, they're going to lose the last 2. I don't think the Texans will beat them in Arrowhead. I just don't see it happening. Like, I could be wrong, but I don't think, like you said, I don't think they have enough firepower, and they're still not playing right. You know what I mean? Like, Houston's still playing a little shaky on offense. I don't think against that Chiefs defense in Arrowhead. No, but on the road, back-to-back games is interesting because Pittsburgh is a tough play. One very tough place to play. Their brother crowd brings it. And they're not a bad team. And Mike Tomlin's going to bring it. And then you got Denver, who's
fighting for their playoff lives. And there's a good chance that the Chiefs don't need it.
By the way, in Mile High, and that's another thing. It's tough to breathe there if you're not front. If you're not, they have that good home field advantage as well. Due to the air or whatever. So, I mean, I could definitely see them losing the last 2. Is it a slim chance? Yeah,
but is it likely? No.
Right? Is it likely? No.
Yes.
Yes. There's a very slim chance it could. So I wouldn't put it this way: if they lose to Pittsburgh, and we win this weekend, next weekend, and going into that Patriots game last week of the season, that will be interesting because I will tell you, there will people be there. We will be watching. Bills will be watching while they're playing because they're going to know because
at the same time too.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's close, trust me when I tell you, we ain't get Josh is playing that whole game. Yeah. So
I would rather them if they were going to lose them, just lose the next 2 so we know what we got going into the last one. Because if we can sit Josh in the last one, I would want to sit Josh in the last one. If we're gonna have no doubt, just sit them.
Yeah. So exactly. So listen, if the Chiefs beat Houston, which I think they will, and they beat Pittsburgh, obviously, there's no sense. It's over. Yeah, there's no sense of playing Josh. Matter of fact, no sense of playing a lot of people. Rest them up. Yeah. Man.
Hollywood Brown is back, which will be interesting to see how he fits into that offense. And then, it's not just the Texans that running their mouth. Tim Settle has been running his mouth.
No,
Buffalo Bill, Tim Settle.
Our guy that used to come in the chat, Tim Settle.
Yeah. Did you hear what he said?
No, what he's saying.
I'm not making threats. I'm making promises.
Oh, really?
About getting them Mahomes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why poke the bear?
That's right. Bulletin material right there.
Why poke the bear?
I have no idea. I
don't get it. You just see that's the shit he never got to say coming out of Buffalo.
Yeah, but to his credit, he's playing pretty well this season.
He is playing pretty well.
So,
but that is
just that's
poke the bear.
Right, I have no idea. No idea.
Best pass for Super Bowl is the second seed. Well, depends.
See, I don't necessarily believe that. I saw Dan.
I don't believe that either.
I didn't watch his video, but I saw he had a title that said he'd rather not get the first seed. Blah blah blah. No, stop.
Listen to Bills.
Why would you not? Why would you not want to have a bye week?
Of the last 10 Super Bowl winners, they were number 1 seeds. Of the last 10 Super Bowls, there's only 1 2 seed that's won it, and then the 4 seed. won it 3 times.
Like, why
So
would you want to play an extra game?
6 of them was the 1 seed. Once it was the 2 seed. 0 times it was the 3 seed, and 3 times it was the 4 seed.
There you go. Yeah, no, I'm good. I would definitely want. Yeah, I would definitely want the 1 seed. Like, that's just ridiculous. I'm not saying you're ridiculous, Spears, but yeah. I don't think that.
Well, not only that, but I have a feeling that the Ravens are going to end up getting winning that division, and that means they'll probably be sitting in the 3 or 4 seed.
Yeah.
Tell me, Mikey, is Cam Newton the most jealous? Cam Newton is like the biggest hater that's ever walked the face of the earth, and he has been. And he got on the YouTube. Now all of a sudden he's ended up on ESPN, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know. He's different. I don't know. I don't know.
Martin
I don't
the same
hate
way.
him.
Like, I used to like Kimberly Martin. She came on about she was like the medical person on ESPN, and now she's like an actual analyst and talks. And, she's like, Josh Allen's never criticized like Lamar Jackson is in the playoff losses. I'm like, yeah, because Lamar Jackson doesn't play well. Josh Allen does.
Yeah, I don't watch. Honestly, Mikey, I really don't. The only time I ever see stuff like that is on YouTube. Yeah, so I'm obviously. It's because I watch Marcellus Wiley, and that whole he's talking about the Ryan Clark. I don't know if you've been paying attention to that. Aaron Rodgers, Ryan Clark,
that is crazy.
And forth. But that is that's something interesting. But yeah, I don't really watch the national media stuff.
Dude, call them what you want. They've lost 1 game this year. They're not blowing people out, but they're winning.
They find a way, bro. Like I can't. It's so tough for me to. I'm not a trash talker, and 2, I can't listen, man. Until somebody beats them, it doesn't matter if they're in the playoffs. That's all that matters to them, and they are the team to beat. Plain and simple. I don't care how they played all year. It doesn't matter, even if they lost 5 games already. It don't matter. Like, they are dangerous. They know how to win. They know how to win Super Bowls. They still got one of the greatest coaches. They still got one of the greatest quarterbacks. Like, no, like, that's a dangerous fucking team. Regardless, I don't give a shit how they're playing. And they have, like Mikey said, they have 1 loss. They're finding ways to win.
And the Bills have 3.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, tip your cap. They've only lost 1.
We've had some shit losses. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Yep. I give them credit. They find a way to win. Yeah, I know Cam Newton's talking trash. Let the haters.
Is he? I didn't even see that. Yeah, is Cam Newton talking about Josh? I'm surprised he is. What's he saying about Josh? I mean, obviously I didn't hear it. So what's he saying? Just he doesn't deserve it or something? I don't listen to
Cam Newton at all.
Okay. That's why I'm asking the chat.
I'm not a fan.
Okay. So chat. Just curious if you you don't have to make the whole thing, but just write in the.
I was wearing a hat that had a huge turd on it. That doesn't surprise me. The playoffs are a different beast, and the one that lost.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It was us.
Well,
but
I'm not saying we can't beat them. I'm just saying I wouldn't call them a Cub.
Yeah, they're still a powerhouse, bro. Until somebody knocks them off their powerhouse.
13-1? 13-1, right?
I don't know. Whatever they are, they got 1 loss.
Like 13 I think they're like, because we're in like week 16?
Week 16.
And they've already had their bye, so they're
13-1. Yeah. Regardless, they're the Super Bowl champions. You got to respect that. I get we beat them in a regular season, but I don't always go by that. I don't like that. Like, I get it. We know we could beat them in a regular season. We've had before, but I mean, until you beat them when it counts in the playoffs, it really. That doesn't.
Beat them in the regular season shows that you're on the same level. The difference.
No, but I think we've been. Yeah.
Because here's the thing, and everyone talks about like, oh, we've lost, but we're not losing big to them in the.
No, I agree. I agree.
Tight games.
But we're finding way. But we're also
finding ways to lose the game.
The Chiefs find a way to win. You get what I mean? So it's like we haven't yet figured that part out when it matters in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But I agree. I think the Bills give them the biggest fight, right? Like 2 heavyweights, 2 champions almost. I don't even know we're not a champion, but it's like that. It's like the number 1 contender going against the champion, and we go 12 rounds and we just lose, right? Like, split decision.
To be the man,
you
have to beat the man.
Absolutely.
And
that's why I keep telling you.
You have to beat them in the playoffs. So until we do that,
it don't matter.
I won't call them a Cub.
Exactly. And that's why I say about Dolphins and Jets fans.
You know,
know your role and shut your mouth.
We can beat them?
Stay in your lane.
I do think we can beat them.
Sure, we can, but we haven't yet. So
no. Okay, Robert comes in and says, "What do you feel the Jets game could be an issue?" Like, I'm not even at the Jets yet. I'm still on the Patriots. We can't overlook anybody.
Yeah, we got to get one at a time. One at a time.
Do you see? You know, like just talking about the Jets in general. What do you see?
I don't know why the Jets always give us some fits, though. I think that it's a division game. I mean, even the Dolphins. Think about it. Even the Dolphins the last time, right? And the Dolphins came close to beating us this year when Tua came back.
Division games are rough.
They're rough, and yeah.
I mean, you look at the Chiefs Denver game. Like Chiefs are a better team than Denver, but it took a blocked field goal to win it.
Absolutely,
because division games are hard.
Division games are a bitch. Yeah, I agree with that, man.
You know, Patriots were unstoppable in the playoffs. They were unstoppable in the playoffs back in the day. What's up with the damn injuries on D again? Feels like a broken record every damn season. We have tiny ass linebackers. They get hurt.
Bear back, Mikey.
Yep. We have small linebackers, and that's why they're always hurt. Our safeties this year are small. We have a very small defense, small and fast, so they always get hurt. It is what it is. The good thing is we have 3 weeks to heal up. We have deeper depth this year than we've had in the past. So we'll see how this plays out. Oh, Sophia, I love it. Joshua won 4 Super Bowls in a row. You heard it here first. I love that. Damn, guys, I thought I was the pessimist. No, don't be a pessimist. It's just being honest. You know, honest takes. You got to tip your cap to what the Chiefs have done to this point. At the end of the day, they have won back-to-back Super Bowls, and Mahomes has been in the AFC Championship every year of his career. You know, so it's not glazing over them or anything like that. It's just, respecting the facts, and they are what they are. What they are is the number 1 seed right now. Hey guys, what's up? I just turned 18 yesterday. Right on, Connor. Happy birthday, buddy.
And Connor, youngin, 18.
Happy birthday, buddy.
My gosh.
Right?
Yeah, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Big 18, man.
That's awesome. Give him a train horn for the 18.
We are. Let me
give him the train horn for the 18.
That's a great idea, Mikey. Why didn't I think of that? Let me get to that train horn. Good stuff, brother.
Happy birthday, buddy. Sports Network. I said the second seed because if we get the 1 seed, the Bills could play 1 or 2 weeks and could come out, rush the first game, and be the Ravens right away. If we get the first seed, we don't want to play the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win the division. I think they're going to chase down the Steelers. So if we're the 2 seed, we play the Ravens, not if we're the 1 seed. So yeah, it is what it is. I don't care. Line whoever you have to line up in front of us and go beat them. If you can't beat them, you deserve to be the Super Bowl champs anyways. I'm not trying to dodge anybody.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. Yep.
But I get what you're saying. 42-14 Bills. Yes, I love it. I want the Bills to come out on Sunday and just smoke the Patriots in the first half. Listen, I have a feeling they are. Josh is in like cloud 9, man. He's just
he is in a major zone right now.
Yeah, he is. Another loss to KC in the playoffs will cripple the Bills. My biggest fear. I don't think it cripples anybody. I think it's just you move on to the next year. Like I will definitely my feelings about McDermott won't get any stronger. That's for damn sure.
I think it'll. The only thing it'll question is our head coach at that point, because that just means to me,
or the defensive scheme, or the defensive scheme.
Because that's the head coach, though.
Yeah,
I mean it's his defense. So.
I get that, but at that point, maybe we need to truly bring someone in from the outside to fix the defenses and tell McDermott, if you're going to be the head coach, just be the head coach. Stop getting in on the defense. Because,
I'm with that.
Because Reed just finds a way to beat you all the time. However, I just don't. I have a weird feeling this year's gonna be different. I have a feeling the defense is gonna do what they need to do this year.
I don't think so. I don't. So here's what I think, though. Here's what I think on the flip side of that. I think the defense is going to be okay. Not anything special.
I don't think
Okay.
me either.
But I think our offense is the key. And I think our offense, if it goes into the playoffs the way it's going now, which is on a hot streak, and things are just rolling and our mojo's way up, then yes, I think we can win that battle because I think we'll put up more points. But if our offense somehow goes into a funk, then we could be in trouble because I don't think the defense will do good enough if our offense.
I do agree with that. I just need our defense to be average.
That's what I'm saying.
They've been below average in the playoffs the last few.
That's
years.
all.
So they
Give me
going to be average.
That's it. As long as the offense can keep at a pace where they're at now, I think Josh and this offense can lead them to a Super Bowl. If they don't, if they somehow find themselves in a funk at some point, that's where the concern lies. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if the defense can do enough to get past that.
We're not leaning on the defense to win games.
Exactly.
Our defense isn't built for that right
now.
No,
not. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Exactly. It's not built that way. Has it ever?
Well, it was supposed to be.
Right.
You know, our defense, because that's where all our money was spent with all of our all pros and, you know, defense. Our defense was supposed to be what was leading us, and then Josh was supposed to be able to just do enough to get us the wins. And
I wish
it just never happened that way.
No.
Chief comes in and says, "I'd love to see the Bills win a ring. I wouldn't mind that. That's great. You know, Bills Lions Super will be sick. It would be awesome.
It would be. Oh my God, it would be talked about.
I love the Lions. Like I like the franchise. I like the coaches. I like the players.
Yeah.
My biggest concern for them is I don't see how they beat the Eagles with that defense decimated.
Yeah, I think right now
it would have to be
and they
Dan Campbell out coaching Sirianni. It'd have to be a coaching blunder for them to win, I think, or a shootout that they just win.
They also lost Montgomery. That's a big loss, bro.
It's rough.
I don't know, man. I honestly, bro, here's the problem with the Lions. I think they're really, I think they're a really, really good team, dude. But I think in the playoffs, like last year, it's going to happen again. I hate to say it, but I have a weird feeling because Dan Campbell's still kind of a young coach, bro. He's still kind of stuck in his ways with the, you know, going for it constantly on fourth down, doing the onside kick he did to us last week. You got to be real careful in the playoffs because there is no next week. You can't like do that. You know what I mean? Like you gotta go how the game flow's going. And I don't know if he knows that yet. You know what I mean? As a head coach. So I don't know if he even has anyone to, you know, go up to him like, bro, we should, you know what I mean? Like maybe we should. He's not there yet. So I have a weird feeling if they get into a close game again and he starts to buckle up, like starts to fold up, you know, get a little bit ahead of himself.
Like he thought about the onside kick afterwards and said, man, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but it's too late. Let's say that's a playoff game or Super Bowl. That's a wrap, Jack. I mean, it's over.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
You know, so I we'll see when it comes to him. Go ahead.
Yep. Connor comes in and says, "What's your guys' thoughts on the new alternate jerseys this week? People are hating, and there's a lot of butthurt Pats fans because they look like the Pats. I do too. Matter of fact, they're there because Josh in the preseason wanted it.
Yeah, I love them.
Josh is like, why can't we wear these?
Finally,
they submit the league. Like, the only thing I wish is they would have went with the red helmet.
For some reason, why wouldn't I don't get that. Like, why? Like, we wear the red helmet forever. Like, why is that a thing now? Where the NFL won't allow? I don't know. It's
not that the NFL won't allow it. We're allowed to have two helmets. We have the current Buffalo helmet, our white one, and then we have the old school Buffalo helmet. We just haven't requested a third.
Yeah, but why not?
I don't know. I would love to see the old school helmet, red helmet.
It's just weird to me. Like I don't understand.
Like, in Madden, I play with the old school red helmet all the time because I like the way it looks.
Yeah, weird. It's just weird.
Like I do like the alternate jerseys this week where it's red on white on red.
Oh, I love it with the red socks. I think it's like red socks too, right?
So it's red jersey.
It's like a candy
white helmet, red jersey, white pants, red socks. Yeah. I love it.
I don't even know if the red helmet would go with this week's. To be honest with you,
it may or may not. But I
I'd rather go with the white helmet, white, red, white, red. You know what I mean? Like now, if we're
great.
going all red, like Color Rush or something like, or maybe we're going blue with the red helmet, I could, you know, like the old school, I could dig with that.
Yeah, the old school red, white, and blue. Red helmet, white top, blue pants. Oh, that'd be sick.
I'd go with that.
Practice last week. Y'all gotta give an excuse for the Rams game.
Huh?
Yeah, that didn't give him what? What are you talking about?
Oh, defense only had one practice. Oh, he's talking about us. So we only had one practice. Go back.
That's I guess I just didn't understand.
Okay, so he's talking about our defense, I'm guessing. Defense only had one practice. Well, really it was a half a practice. Yeah, they that don't give an excuse for the Rams game. I see where he's going. So yeah, I totally get where you're going. So listen, I'm on record done. Okay, like Mikey kind of disagrees a little bit with me, but that's okay. I think the defense 1,000% needs to be better than what they have been doing the last 2 weeks. Now, on the flip side of that, I understand Mikey's point where we went against two dynamic offenses. I get that. However, I've seen defenses do a better job against the Lions. I've seen defenses do a better job against the Rams. So we have to be better moving forward. And there's no doubt about it. Now, we had injuries. I get that too. We didn't have starting safeties in the game. We didn't have quarter. But we had those guys in the Rams game. So it was the excuse. So
we just ran into a buzzsaw. It happens.
We ran into a buzzsaw, but we have to be better.
Yeah.
So I get that. I approve. I understand that. I'm with you, Dunn, on that. And I'm hoping McDermott understands that as well. And the players. It's all about the players, too. Execution, man.
Merry Christmas to you, too, Dunn. Appreciate you, bud. Appreciate you being here. And I get what you're saying, too. That's why I said I just want an average defense. Give me an average defense, and I'll be happy in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Our buddy Spears Sports Network is doing his first
giveaway on his channel.
So make sure you go check out Spears.
Giveaway. What are you giving away, man? Put it in the chat so people know.
Yeah. Scott Blakely, they have been great getting turnovers. That's the difference is the Bills' defense has always given up a bunch of yards. They've just kept them out of the end zone, whether it's holding them to a field goal or creating a turnover. Against the Rams, we did none of that.
No,
we didn't. Like we even did it against the Lions.
Yeah, which was one of my key, like it's one of my few things that I felt like why we won that game was the strong start, which we didn't have against the Rams. The turnover, which we
defense. They threw double corner blitz. Yeah. They haven't ever done that.
Right. So it gained us a cushion.
Yeah.
And we never gave that lead up. And then we had the turnover when things were kind of tightening up a little bit, which was a key turnover. So we didn't have that in the Rams game. We didn't start out strong. We were playing behind. We had no turnovers. Game over. Right. The Lions game, totally different. And that's what I'm talking about. When we talk about getting out the gate hot, getting out the gate fast, that's what I want to see in the playoffs. That's what I want to see moving forward, right? Like slow starts were killing us this year, and it killed us against the Rams game. So you can't do that in the playoffs. So I want to see more fast starts, more getting out the gate fast.
Okay. Triggs, what's going on, man? Welcome, brother. We need to get healthy on defense. You guys think Buffalo Joe plays this week? I don't know if he plays because Buffalo Joe plays Mike and Bernard's been healthy. I'd much rather see him up than Braylon Spector. Spector, by the way, is hurt again. I don't know if you noticed that, Tommy.
I don't care. BS you were talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hurt again. Bills versus Vikings Super Bowl would be good. Both teams with 4 Super Bowl losses. First one of them would win. Also, it would be Josh versus Darnold. One of Josh's best friends.
Yep.
Sam
Darnold.
Yep. I love the new uniform. It's like a festive candy cane. It is. I love it. And the guys like it, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, they're feeling it.
The players are feeling it. I'm good with the color scheme for Sunday. Josh likes it, and that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
Keep 17 happy. The shiny chrome red helmet is fire. God, right? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Merry Christmas, brother.
Thanks, brother.
Oh my God, I'm late.
Yeah.
We are doing wonderful.
We just started. We've been on what, 40 minutes? 30 minutes? Not too bad. Nah, you're good. We still got time.
Giving up 21 points in the first quarter and having to come down to onside kick. Defense has to be better. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I also think we took our foot off the gas because we kicked field goals instead of scoring touchdowns, which also It's not
Ugh.
just the defense. We scored quick, they scored quick, and it was just we
Too
kicked field
quick.
goals, they scored touchdowns. Is the difference. Like we were beating them, 35-14, and through the third quarter. I mean, at the end of the day, the defense did well. We just took our offense took our foot off the gas and left our defense kind of hang to dry against a team that was desperate.
Yeah.
But they got to do better. You're right. I'm with you. A lot of missed tackles in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, just sloppy.
Also,
sloppy
when I went back and watched, I noticed there was a lot of blitzing in the fourth quarter, and they would get the ball out quick, and then we would just miss a tackle, and the guy would run for 15 yards. It was all the way around. It wasn't that we just played soft zone the whole time. We were running different fire blitzes and different blitzing from different spots. They just never landed.
Working.
Just wasn't working.
Yeah.
Lindsay comes in and says, "I'm loving the red jersey with the white pants. How about the old white helmet with the red buffalo? That'd be cool. The old school buffalo.
Yeah.
I like the newer helmets better than those old buffalo helmets. I'm not a big fan of the old buffalo helmets. I'd much rather them switch it out to the red helmet. But that's just me. Spear says, "I'm giving away a Kincaid jersey. Must be a subscriber." Okay.
All right, you heard that. Dalton Kincaid.
Throw your link in the chat, brother.
Yep, that's fine.
Wish Josh would wear his OTA visor with that red helmet. Give you yes. Josh wearing the visor. And it's that tinted visor. That'd be awesome.
They don't allow the tinted visor though.
I know.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yep. Josh doesn't need to wear the visor. It's fine. Jared Mayo was Archer's press conference about May. Was asked, "What do you see in May compared to Allen?" He said, "One guy's an MVP, the other guy's a rookie." Like,
hey, I like that. Good for him.
Jared Mayo has been under fire for his media honesty and his having to walk back his critiques of his team. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they fired Mayo in the offseason.
I don't mind a coach like that, though.
But the players do.
Suck it up.
He called his players soft. And then he's talking shit about him again. He's been talking shit about him all year.
I'm just saying, like, go back to the old school days, man. Like, the old school coaches, they didn't give a fuck. Like, now it's like I don't mind a little
it's a player's
kick in the ass. I get it, but sometimes they need a harsh reality check, man.
Yeah, but he says it and he doesn't stand on it. He walks it back.
Yeah,
and apologizes.
Well, that you shouldn't do. Stand by it and own it.
Yeah, it also helped that Puka at the Randy Moss game.
Puka's just unbelievable, regardless. Yeah, he's unreal, man.
Bills defense missed tackles ever since. Right? The Bills defense missed tackles? No, that never happens. I believe our red helmets are darker than our color jerseys. They are done. It was just I like the red helmet. I'd like to see us find a way to go back to it. Put the red, white, and blue together. I'm cool with that. Go the red helmets, blue tops, white pants, or the red helmet, the white tops, and blue pants. Whatever. Just bring back that red helmet.
I don't know. You have to ask the chat. Have somebody click the link or something later.
I haven't seen the link, and we won't see the link.
I'll tell you what. Just put it in after, buddy. If it doesn't go through, just wait till the show's over.
Wait till the show's over. Go into the comments and drop the link.
Exactly.
Robert Kraft will give Mayo another year. He probably will.
He should. It's been 1 year, bro. Like, it's not enough. You don't know what you're.
Yeah, but if you have a franchise quarterback or your rookie franchise quarterback, and him and the coach don't see eye to eye, one's going to be, one's going to have to go.
Yeah, but he did the right thing by he made the decision putting him in. He didn't have to, right? To showcase him. And I was against it. So he did the right thing there.
Are you sure about that? That his owner didn't make him?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, usually it's coach's decision, but maybe, who knows? But I don't think that was the case. I think it was his decision. And I think Mayo was hired for a reason. Like, trust me, Kraft could have probably went out there and got a more experienced coach. I'm sure of it. It's the New England Patriots, right? I'm sure somebody would want to coach there. You know what I mean? Like, he got him for a reason. They put in his contract is the reason they have a history. Yeah, I'm saying they have history together too. You know what I mean? Like, he's. I don't think he goes anywhere. I think it would be torn.
I don't think it would be coach at all.
I think it'd be unfair to at least not give him 1 more year. because you don't know.
Sometimes you gotta cut bait when you realize it's just not going to work.
Yeah, but you don't have a really good. They weren't supposed to be good, and
No, but you're clashing with all your coaches. You're clashing with all your players. Sometimes it just isn't right.
I think it's way too early. But hey, I'm not
Like,
the owner. That's his
I'm
decision.
all for them keeping Mayo because I don't think he's a very good coach.
I don't know yet. I don't know because I don't think they have enough talent to be where I would think they would. You know, I also feel like he's gotten some wins this year and been in some games I didn't think they would be in.
Okay.
Just saying, you know. Now they're a bad team, don't get me wrong, but let's see when they build this offseason. Let's see what he does with better talent. You know what I mean? In that on that team. So,
Okay.
Hey yo.
I just wanted to drop the Josh okay for you.
No, it's fine. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the guy personally. I have no idea what kind of coach he is. I've always had the 3-year rule.
Good. Belichick has not had a good coaching tree at all.
No, now you're right. Except for I would say the Titans coach. I like him. What was his name?
And Vrabel,
ex-Titans coach.
Yeah, Vrabel's not a Belichick guy.
But he played for.
He played for him, but he never
not
coached
a coaching tree. Who was? I'm sure there was one. Was there none that
Bob,
worked out?
Bob's been the best. Bill O'Brien.
Okay.
Because
right,
Weiss wasn't good. Romeo Cannell wasn't
Weiss
good.
hit hard.
Patricia was bad.
Patricia was
Daniel's
terrible.
Dad. Like,
yeah, you're right.
None of them. Joe Judge was horrible. Like,
yeah, ooh, stinky.
Bob was the best.
You're right. Oh, it's not saying a lot. Well, it is what it is.
He had a few good years in Houston, and then he had a few good years in college.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's 4:25 game time, right? So
it is
1:25 our time, Callie.
It got moved to 4:25. Yep.
Yeah, so we have 1:25 our time. Yeah, it was horrible. Bill O'Brien, Bob. Dable's part of the tree also. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. He is.
But that hasn't worked out very well either.
He was only there 1 year. Is he really though? Is he really?
He was a position coach for a lot of years for the tight ends. And then he went out and was under a bunch of different people.
I think you could say Dable was more honestly with McDermott more than anything.
It's where he got all his coordinator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Coordinator.
And I think he got better right under McDermott. Like, you know what I mean? Like I never liked Dable coming in. There was a reason why he was fired everywhere he pretty much coached. I thought he got a lot better in Buffalo. So yeah, I think it's more of McDermott coaching tree than, in my opinion, than Belichick when it comes to Dable.
Does Josh get to 4K passing yards this year? I think so. He's at 34 right now. He needs 600 over the next 3 games. He needs 216 yards over the next 3 games.
Yeah, I think he gets it. I don't see why not.
Unless he doesn't play the last game is the only way I don't see him getting it.
Unless, and I will say this too, unless the weather is like really, and by the way, and we're playing at home, and then at New England, which it could be bad weather outside, you know what I mean? All outdoor games, right? Buffalo, New England. If the weather's shit, like, yeah, he may not, have a big passing day.
He may be Belichick, but he's also Saban. He spent some time with Saban. He spent some time with McDermott. He's not just Belichick. The people who go from just straight Belichick off don't usually do well. And let's be honest, Daboll hasn't been a success as a head coach.
He is not. No.
He won the first year, and that was it. They've been shit ever since. He hasn't had a great roster, but
yeah.
I think the worst part is how bad Joe Shane's been. I had high hopes for the guy. Learning from Bean sucks.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, man, that GM spot is a tough position, bro, because it's all on you to get the players, drafting free agents, not signing somebody, and then he winds up being, just continues to even be better when he left you and Saquon, like choosing your court, like, rough. He's made some tough decisions that have backfired.
Yeah,
backfired. So, yikes.
Yeah, I think Josh gets to 4K. So if the Chiefs win Saturday and we lose Sunday, do we play our starters in the last 2 games at least one half? If we lose Sunday, You're going to have a massive rant from Tommy and I. But yes, you play them against the Jets because you still need to win to secure the 2 seed, and then you sit them the last game.
Yeah.
But
By the way,
I don't see us losing Sunday.
By the way, I went back. Remember when I talked about Tyler Bass and the eye thing? Remember he used to wear the eye?
Yeah.
So I went back on because I was curious. Was it just last game? I don't know why I didn't notice this, but even when he kicked the 61-yarder, he didn't have it.
He hasn't worn it all year.
Yeah, so I just really honestly never noticed that. So weird, because I thought he wore it for a reason. Wasn't there like
he wore it as a swag thing for,
Okay, I thought it was for like something else.
No.
I mean, all right.
Yeah.
Either way, weird that he took it off. Maybe it's just he was
thing. And he wasn't
not
confident coming into this year.
So he's still not. I didn't want to put it back on yet.
Missing 25 yarders. No. Maybe the team told him he's
Hey, whoa. Make it right. It's 24, pal. Don't give him the extra yard. Okay.
That makes it worse.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, bro, I think you're right. I think he's at 33.95. I think he needs like 216 or something like that to get there. Does anyone see
I
Cam
didn't.
hating on
I don't
Josh?
watch that show, so I didn't.
I think he hates Josh because he's shattering all his records. Yeah. I don't understand Cam. Like, Cam just is a hater in general. He thinks he should still be in the league as a starting quarterback.
Yeah, that's wild to me. Like that. Yeah.
Didn't
somebody put him in check one time? I remember an episode. He was on a podcast with it was like a former Dolphin player has a podcast. I don't remember his name. And he was like, really? You don't think I could? He got so offended. He's like,
you think
no.
there's 32 quarterbacks better than me?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't think you. Oh, so you remember that?
I do remember that.
I don't remember the guy's name, but he's like, yeah, I don't think you. I don't think you would.
Nope.
He was so offended, bro.
He was
so mad.
He still thinks
he doesn't want to let it go. I know, which is unbelievable. Do you remember? And I'll take you down a real quick memory lane. He came back short, a brief stint, and he played the Bills, and we absolutely demolished them. Do you remember that?
No,
you don't remember that. People in the chat, I remember
him playing after he got let go from the 49ers. Who did he play for?
He came back.
Who did he play for?
I want to say the 49ers came back, and he played against us. Look it up. And I don't remember the year, but we winded up just walloping him. You guys, do you remember that? Look, I remember. See, Jason remembers. I don't remember the year, man, but I remember he came back. It was brief, and I don't even know why they brought him back. Was it injury maybe or something? It was a while ago.
Never coming back.
Yeah, look it up. Look. It was that was 2021.
He came back in 2021.
I'm going by the chat, but I just remember, or 2020, somebody. Trig says 2020, someone says 2021. Look up the 49ers game if there's one in 2020 or 2021. I'm pretty sure it's 49ers. I could be wrong, but
look up stats. Pro Football Reference.
But it was brief. See, I'm glad the chat's like, all right, because unless I'm losing my mind, we all are losing our mind here. I'm almost sure of it, man. And he did not look good.
Okay. His last game was 2016.
Was it a 2016 game? Okay. Was it the year against Buffalo? Did we play him?
He played 12 games in 2016.
Okay. Look for the Bills game. We played him for sure. 100%.
Okay, let me go grab seasons.
I don't know why everyone's saying 2020. I don't recall that. Look, someone's saying Monday Night Football in 2020.
He didn't play.
So maybe was it not the 49ers then? Look, it says 31-14.
His last football game was 2016.
Well, everyone's saying 2020, 2021.
I'm staring at it on the computer.
All right. Hey, listen, Mikey's saying we're wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm right. All right, you answer the chat. I'm going to look for it. Let's see here. Yes, I will look for it. I will do my investigating right now. Oh my gosh. Let's see here.
Here you go, Tommy.
Yeah, what?
Played 6 years.
I get it. I'm just telling you. I remember a game where he came back, played the Bills.
Why wouldn't they put that on here if he played a game?
I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Cam Newton played in 2020, not Colin Kaepernick.
It wasn't Cam Newton. Colin Kaepernick played against the Bills one year. I'm telling you. So this is saying, look, Kaepernick versus the Bills. The San Francisco 49ers played against the Buffalo Bills in a game where the Bills won 45-16. In this game, Kaepernick
in
sacked
2016.
Okay, so that had him in the game.
Yeah. They're talking about Cam Newton, I think, in 2020.
Okay.
Yes,
no,
Cam, we're talking about Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, I'm talking about this game. He came back briefly. I don't know why. Maybe he was hurt or something happened that year. He wasn't playing. He wound up coming back.
He didn't play in week 2, 3, 4, or 5. He'd come back from injury in week 6.
Okay.
He played in week 1, then he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play, played. And then he played the rest of the year.
Yep.
We were his first game that year, and we smoked him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Bills fan treated Colin Kaepernick about how you'd expect. Oh, you know why? Because it was after
Yeah.
It was right.
I'm like, we did.
So but we did. I do recall.
The chat was talking about Newton. We were talking about Kaepernick.
Okay. I just remember playing him. He was out for a second, and he came back, and that was the game. But that was his last year, wasn't it?
Jealous, man.
Yeah.
That was Cam's last year, or Kaepernick's last year.
Yeah.
Cam's last year was when he got his ass whipped by the Bills too.
Mm-hmm. Or did they
hurt
bench
his knee
him?
early?
Happened.
That's what was going on. He hurt his knee.
Okay.
Thank you, Chewy. Dropped up pimp for convention. Like, listen, I just don't pay attention to anything Cam Newton says. He's delusional.
No. Do you remember the Cam Newton?
ESPN puts them on makes me concerned about ESPN.
Do you remember when we got Ed Oliver as a rookie and he was talking shit to
Cam Newton was talking shit about him?
We were in a scrimmage
versus
the Panthers, and I think he walked by and did something to Ed Oliver, and Ed Oliver was like, "What the fuck you talking about?" Oh man.
Yeah, Link. It's insane. The fact that they just have to, because they couldn't talk about Saquon anymore because he had a bad game. So, like all of a sudden Lamar's 5 touchdowns were equal to against the Giants were equal to Josh's 4 touchdowns against the Lions. And it made Lamar, like all of a sudden this year Lamar's stats matter.
Right.
Last year they didn't matter. He had Tyrod Taylor stats last year.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. I don't get it.
And he won the MVP. It's crazy. I want to bring up stats. No one was bringing up stats when it came to Lamar last. Exactly. It's just like you can't listen to it. See what the writers say. It's all the national media. Most of those national medias don't have MVP votes.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
The few that I've heard that do have MVP votes have said Josh is the leader. And probably, as long as he doesn't, crap the bed down the stretch, he's going to win it.
I don't see why he won't. Do you want to go take us around the NFL news?
Around the NFL?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll start with the Ravens since we're talking about Lamar. They've released Deontay Johnson.
I think we all kind of saw that coming.
Yeah, we did. And they're sitting Nelson Aguilar this weekend.
Oh, man.
So before we move on to the next one, where do you think Johnson ends up? He's a locker room problem, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll be honest. Not here.
Do you think he ends up in KC?
Maybe. I mean, maybe Andy Reid could control him. I don't know. Buffalo's not going to even touch OBJ. Like, I haven't heard nothing. So they don't. I think right now the way we're
not doing anything with any.
That's what I'm saying. The way we're rolling right now, I would think it would affect the. I'll be honest, affect the offense, affect the room. So I'm just throwing that out there. We ain't picking up anybody as far as on offense, that is. So, I don't know where he goes. I don't know. I would stay clear. Honestly, I would stay clear, especially if you're Chiefs. You already got Hollywood Brown coming back.
Mhm.
I mean, why put that in your locker room? Maybe talk to him in the offseason. You know what I mean? Feel him out there, and if he's it could be a team guy, then. But even then, I don't know. There's a reason why he's been bounced around.
Which broadcaster is the most respected? Rich Eisen.
You talking about like
Talking
all the guy talking heads, national media.
I think Rich is probably the most respected among. I
mean, I like Rich. I mean, are you talking about from us personally, or just talking about around people around the NFL?
Because people also love Dan Orlovsky. People love him.
See, I'm big on Colin. You know, I get that he has this weird takes time to time that are, for TV. But I think he's very close on keeping it real. I also really like Marcellus Wiley.
Flip flopper.
I don't think he's that bad. I've seen way worse, and I think he does it mainly for it's a talk show, and I think they all do that, and I think they're all guilty of that. But if you watch his podcast, like outside of FS1, I think he keeps it extremely real. And if you notice, a lot of these guys that are leaving national media and doing their own podcasts, they're not really flip flopping. They're really kind of just
I love Stevie Tasker. I think Tasker is a really good one.
Marcellus Wiley, by the way, if you guys ever have a chance,
Wiley's really
check
good.
him out, bro. His podcast is bro. You want to? That guy keeps it, bro. He holds nothing back.
Surprisingly, always on point is Ocho. On Nightcap with Shannon Ocho Cinco. Shannon goes off the deep end and goes flip flop.
Yeah,
Ocho just like calls it what it is.
But he also, you know what I don't like about Ocho? I get where you're going, but he doesn't like a lot, and I think a lot of these guys are guilty of it. They don't know like the teams, and they sometimes talk about like he didn't even know like our play. Yeah, like he didn't even know Khalil Shakir. Goddamn, like you can't pronounce it. And I'm like, like I know they don't watch. They're looking at stat sheets and just going, oh, they got nobody. You know what I mean? So like, I think he's a little guilty of that, but I think they all are. I honestly, So,
the Patriots.
That's one thing I was saying.
Johnson, that's a good one. Eisen, Russillo.
I like Dan Patrick.
Dan
Patrick's okay. Yeah.
I am a huge McAfee guy. I love McAfee. He cracks.
He's fun. But
I don't look at him as a actual national media talking head. I look at him for entertainment purposes.
Entertaining wise, but I stopped watching. I don't know why. I don't know if it was the move to ESPN that threw me off a little bit.
Maybe.
I'm
a big fan of Pat. I love.
I like him,
but
like I think he's fun. But I
like him because he brings on former players that do like the trenches. He has AQ Shipley.
I like he has the old coach. The coach is cool. I forget his name, but he's on there.
Yeah.
You notice that one thing didn't last long with him and Pac-Man, because Pac-Man's out there getting in trouble all the time. Yeah. That was a short-lived
so they brought
relationship.
back Darius Butler. I love Darius Butler. Butler's seems real good. Like I like the takes on the show because it's a fan-sided show with the Talkers Table and them, and then they have some old players on there that gave you like some legit football feel stuff.
Well, it's a fun. I mean, I get that's what I'm saying. Like, it's entertainment. Yeah, I love. They're Nance. Not X's and O. Yeah,
Jim Nance is a good one too. But he's more of a broadcaster, like more of like, than he is the talking head shows. So if we're talking about just the broadcasters, like who do I enjoy listening to on game day?
Love Romo's Nance. Great.
Love Nance and Romo. I was surprisingly like Al Michaels and Herb Street are fantastic on Thursday night. Love Al Michaels.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I liked Brady. He's gotten better throughout the year.
He has gotten better. I still think he, needs to improve.
Love Iron Eagle.
I like Peyton Manning and Eli on their ESPN show.
I can't watch it. I love Peyton. Eli just bothers me. I don't know why.
I like Eli. I think he's quirky, man. He's different.
Maybe it's the quirkiness that I don't like. Chris Long, I love Chris Long. Chris Long's podcast.
He's cool. The green light or whatever the hell it's called.
He's also one of those guys that's not like a media talking head. He just
but that's different. He has his own. That's what I'm saying. That's why
inside the NFL too.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep.
Shannon thinks that Josh is a poor playoff performer. So
See what I'm saying? That's what I
tells
mean.
you
He doesn't
everything you
want.
need to know. He doesn't.
That's my
understand.
point. Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't get it. Yep.
Because we lose, he thinks it was because of Josh.
Right. Yep.
You know, yeah, that happened, and Kimberly Martin did the same thing. And it's like it's about how you play. They're like, no, it's about how you win. I'm like, winning's a team sport, you dink. And it was Stephen A. Smith and Mad Dog Russo who was the one that had to, put her in her place. It was crazy.
Yeah, Stephen A. is another guy.
I look Mad Dog as a baseball guy,
right?
Not a football guy. It's like
True.
It's like Brew on FX1. He's a basketball guy. Why is he talking football?
Yeah.
Chris Broussard, right? Is that his name?
Yeah, Chris Broussard. Yeah.
He's a basketball guy. Oh, that took me down. Mina's good. I like Mina.
She knows her stuff.
Like Kay Adams.
I'll give her that.
But I look at Kay Adams as more entertainment than I do actual.
She is. I feel that whole show is entertainment. That Good Morning, and I like it. It's fun. Yep. I get it.
And
but
Chuck
it's
Pagano
not.
was the coach. Thank you, Dunn.
Yes, Chuck
Love
Pagano.
Pagano.
That's
Pagano.
Yeah, he's cool. Oh, Colts head coach.
Yep. Stephen A. is starting to grow on me.
No, not me. I do not like.
I'm not a big Stephen A. guy. No. I mean, Shannon's blaming Joe Burrow for why his defense playing awful. Exactly. He's like, Joe Burrow's not, like Joe Burrow played his ass off all year. Like if you go by stats, and this was my whole thing. If you're going to go by stats, Joe Burrow's the MVP. He has the best stats of everybody.
Stats, yeah. I told you. I know that you were a little bit, remember you were like, about Joe Burrow, like more about his talent around him, maybe.
Yeah,
I think Joe Burrow is a really good.
I think he's a good quarterback,
bro.
But I don't think he plays
he's tough
to where he plays today without the guys that he has. I don't think he could walk into Buffalo.
That though.
And
we
do.
Don't know
I do.
That.
You think he can walk into Buffalo and do the same thing Josh Allen's doing?
No, because they're two different styles quarterbacks. But what I think of Joe Burrow is I think he is one. I think he's tough as nails. Two, I think he has a really good arm, good accuracy, and he will. And no matter what, if you have him on your team, I feel like he's a leader. He's a guy that will. It's never over if Joe Burrow is your quarterback. Like I think he is 100% top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I just think Josh Allen is a unicorn, and that's what makes it. There is so yeah. Joe Burrow coming here, would the Bills be what the Bills are? No, they would not. But could Burrow work with less on his team? Or let's say Chase wasn't there. Yeah, I still think Burrow will put up good, decent numbers.
The last time Burrow didn't have Chase and those superstars, he was at Ohio State and he couldn't get on the field.
Yeah, I know, but college is funky, man. I don't go by like sometimes college is.
I'm just saying last time he didn't have superstars.
I get that.
Couldn't get on the field.
I get that, but you know who couldn't get on the field either? Cam Ward. And Cam Ward went to Miami and was a superstar. He almost won the Heisman. So I don't always go by
Oregon
that.
State.
Yeah, Cam Ward was not the Cam Ward you saw in Miami. Cam Ward.
He tore it up.
He's totally. No,
he was not Oregon State.
Not the same. Not the same. He was totally different. Totally different. There's also been other quarterbacks that also had a transfer that did not get the same respect and went somewhere else and did really well. So college is funky, Mikey. I'm telling you. The first time he doesn't have superstars, around him. We'll see. We'll see.
Since college, since he couldn't win.
But I don't know if that. I get it, but I mean.
Now I'm not shitting on him saying he's not a good quarterback because he's a good quarterback. I just don't think he's this almighty quarterback that everyone says he is.
I think it's top 5 without a doubt.
I don't. But we can.
Who do you have ahead of him? Who do you have ahead of him?
Like talent wise?
Top 5.
Top 5.
I know you don't go by that. You go by
I go by tiers. But in my top tier, I have Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, and really it's like those 3. And if you want to throw Burrow in there, fine. I don't really give a shit. I don't believe he touches those top 3. But then I kind of have Burrow in the same mold as I have Love, Stroud, Herbert, and that tier. But if you guys want to tell me, look at his stats, look what he's done, fine. I just see a guy who's been surrounded by superstars from the time he took the field in college.
I guess, man. I
But
don't know.
he makes the plays, so it is what it is.
Been to a Super Bowl.
He's mentally tough. He's not he's not physically gifted that way. But neither was Tom Brady, and he's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. So, and I hated him too.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say definitely he's top 5. I would say he's over Stroud. I think he's a better quarterback than Stroud. I mean, quarterback-wise, I like Stroud, but
Burrow's a wide receiver merchant, in my opinion. Like sounds like Dunn's team, Mikey.
Or Hurts, actually. I think we were thinking Hurts, not Stroud, right? Jalen Hurts. You said Stroud. I don't know why I said Stroud.
I think Stroud talent-wise is better.
I think he's having a little sophomore slump.
He is, but like talent.
But I like him a lot. You know that. I said that last year.
I said I wanted to see it again this year, and I saw some of the talent this year. Like the talent plays.
Absolutely. Yeah, he has it in him. He's going through a little funk for sure. But
Hurts is super athletic. Something about him I don't get it. I don't know what it is. Like he should be in that tier. He should be. I just don't see it consistently.
But okay, so to Dunn's point, Burrow isn't that great when his wide receivers are injured. But if you go back in our season, I'm just throwing this out there. Josh Allen, we went into a little offensive slump. We went out and got Amari Cooper, and we've done way better.
And
our receivers have done
a few weeks.
No, I'm just saying, but I feel like Josh Allen can't go by with all bums, and I'm not calling our other receivers bums, but you got to have a playmaker. You have to, and Amari Cooper was the reason why we had to go and get somebody that the defense can respect and open it up for other guys. So I'm just saying, like I don't go by that. Like if you knock off any of receivers off, like top receivers, take what's his name off the Vikings, right? Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
You still have Hawkinson. Stop. You still have Addison.
I know, but I get it. But are you really thinking their offense is flowing?
No,
without Jefferson.
But that tells you everything you need to say. Sam Darnold was a backup until he got Justin Jefferson.
I get it, but I think our offense was moved. When Josh Allen got Amari Cooper, I think it made it a lot more easier for Josh Allen, passing wise, and getting to guys.
We're not going to agree on this.
All right. Well, I'm just saying. You got to have some talent. So just throw all the talent off, and you have to be great. I mean, it's craziness.
I'm just not saying he's a top
I get it.
quarterback.
I guess I don't know. I think we could say that on every team now, almost right. Just throw the talent off, and the guy's going to be excellent still with no talent.
Listen,
on the outside, it's a ridiculous comment.
That offense is without him. They almost made the playoffs last year with nobody at quarterback.
Okay.
Jake Browning,
but he definitely didn't. He did. It wasn't bad. He did. I get that. I understand that, but he's not Joe Burrow. But he's not Joe Burrow. Good. I mean, come on. Really? You think Browning is better than Burrow?
I'm just telling you. I think Joe Burrow is a good quarterback. I just don't think he's elite.
But you know who else led a team pretty far? Fucking Matt Castle. Fucking Tom Brady. Yeah. Stop. Really?
And that year? And that year? That was the Moss years. You telling me you Matt Castle's
on Tom Brady? Line. No, bro.
No, I'm not. You're taking what I'm saying and you're twisting it.
I'm not twisting it. Yes, I'm just saying
because I'm saying Matt Castle behind that offense could look super good. Jake Browning with that cast can look super good. So you put in a good quarterback and he's going to look elite.
I've seen some bad quarterbacks with some good receivers.
Okay. What I'm saying is
I'm just saying.
Joe Burrow is a good quarterback. I just don't think he's elite.
I understand. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying I think he's definitely top 5.
Okay. We can agree to disagree on that.
Yeah. Who has 300 subscribers? Who's talking about?
Burrow has 6 turnovers in the last 3 games. I'm seeing him in MVP talks over Josh. He's not getting MVP. He has too many losses.
Who are we talking about on a 300 subs?
They only have Rock Pile Report. They said they like the Rock Pile Report. I like the guys over.
I'll be honest with you guys. I've never watched their stuff, and I'm not dissing them. I don't know them. I just never.
They were some friends with hashtag, and I got to know them through hashtag and Rock Piles.
I see him on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. But I just never got around to checking out their stuff.
That's
and the reason maybe they only have 300 because they don't push their stuff. I don't know. I would just say maybe they don't push their stuff as much on YouTube because there is certain channels that are more podcast related, which means like Spotify, Facebook, they do more than that than YouTube. And some people push more YouTube. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why they have a limited amount of subscribers.
Oh God, Connor, right? Imagine what Josh would do with Higgins and Chase.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that.
Birds are so cringe. He's supposed to be good. But when you look at it across the board, like I think there's a levels to this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's the top 3 and then there's everybody
I
else.
get you. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That I agree with. I'm not putting Burrow up there with Allen and Mahomes. I'm just saying Burrow's a very fucking good quarterback.
If Burrow had our offensive line, it would be a different story. Listen, our offensive line is as good as it is, and don't get me wrong, it's really good. But Josh makes a ton of guys miss inside the pocket.
Yeah, I think they get a little bit too much credit for
our line is a top 10
minimum
line.
Yeah.
But right now, they're the best in the league is because there was a guy screaming up the middle last game, and Josh made a miss in the pocket.
Right. So let's put it this way. So basically, what Mikey's saying is, if we had Jared Goff back there, there'd be a lot of fucking sacks.
A lot more.
Let's
than
be real.
Now. That's for damn sure.
A lot. Right. A lot more than that's now. And I'm not dissing our offensive line.
Standing in clean pockets a lot.
No, exactly.
I'm not shitting on an offensive line.
I am not either. I think they have. But I think this is Burrow, the best I've seen, but it's a lot of Josh has to do with it.
Mark Cooper has barely even been targeted.
Doesn't matter. He's out there.
Yeah. Like, listen, like this is a unwinnable argument on either side. So, we can just agree to disagree on how good Burrow is. You know?
Yeah.
Like you take Josh and you put him on the Bengals, I think their offensive line looks better.
Yep.
Now it doesn't fix their defense. I'm not sure they win a ton more games because the reason why they're losing games isn't because of Joe Burrow and the offense. So
their defense
can't stop anybody.
Yeah.
Because they're spending all their money on offense. They don't have money to spend on defense. Mm-hmm. That happens. But it's okay. It's like the best part about it. Agree to disagree. Hit the like for Tommy and Mikey. Thank you. Give me that train horn.
Get that train horn going. Love it.
That was a good roster around Castle. Yeah, that was my whole thing. That 2008 roster was stacked. That's why Castle looked good.
That was real good. It was real good.
Chewy, next topic. Next topic. First, let me finish going around the league because I stopped and then we went down a rabbit hole. The Finns have downgraded Hill and Waddle. They're both doubtful.
Oh, that's not good.
That might help you.
Did you also
your decisions?
Yeah. Did you also hear the Calais Campbell? They may release him.
Yeah, if once they're eliminated from the playoffs.
And he said he now that is interesting because he's for his age, he's still playing it.
Yeah.
I would be very intrigued on that.
I bet you he ends up back with like Baltimore or someone because they'll claim him.
I know. Sucks, man. I would really like him.
We are so far down the waiver wire on that.
He would fit in so bro.
God, he would fit in perfect.
Perfect
for what we want to do.
God,
that'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
Colts Pierce to sit out after Titans concussion.
Oh, jeez.
Garrett wants to know what the Browns' offseason plans before he makes a commitment to coming back to them.
Oh, really? Wow.
Myles Garrett might be out on the open market.
Wow. Now that's interesting. Now that's a lot of money, boy. Your team looking for that.
But you're getting a monster. That's the guy you pay.
I'd pay it 100%.
I would absolutely pay it
100% without a question.
Seahawks Walker to play after the 2-game absence.
All right.
High five.
Commanders DC return takes a big hit. Raiders quarterback O'Connell, good to go versus Jags.
Ooh, O'Connell.
Yeah. Steelers rule out top run defender Elliott and Pickens.
Oh, man. And that's why I think Baltimore wins.
They're gonna have a
I
hard
think
time beating Baltimore without all their guys.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a tough loss.
Mm-hmm. Any news on Mahomes? He's gonna play. That's all they said.
Which I kind of knew that. Right? He don't really miss games, bro.
Like Kelsey, Gronk, Kittle, you don't need number one with those guys. Ain't that the truth? Chewy says, if you guys could have one player from around the league, who and why? If I can choose one player,
damn, that's a great question.
I want a pass rusher. I want the Mike
I would go Garrett.
I want Garrett. I want TJ. I want Nick Bosa.
Yeah, you're right. All those are great.
Give me any one of those four, and I'm good to go.
You're right. You know? I might go Parsons because he's younger than Garrett.
Long term.
Yeah, I would probably be looking at.
He's so fast,
and he's just so good. And you can put him
Garrett
anywhere on the field
because he's a monster. I think Garrett fits better in the Bills scheme.
He's a beast, bro.
I would think Garrett.
TJ Watt is a beast too, though.
Yeah, but I think you take Myles Garrett because you can play him at any of the forward positions.
No, I get it. Yeah,
you know, so I would probably take Myles, but man, I'd take any of those four guys.
Absolutely.
You know, like that would that'd be so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our O line's good, but Allen helps him. He helps him out a ton. You know, but they're really good too.
No,
I don't want that. Next topic, James Cook dynamic.
No,
that's funny. Either Justin Jefferson or TJ Watt at Chewy. Ooh, getting Jetta here would be beautiful too, man. Can you imagine Allen throwing to Jefferson?
He's a beast. I don't think he'll leave Minnesota for a while though. I think he might be I think they're gonna just pay him to stay. I don't think he goes anywhere.
Who? Jefferson? They just paid him like $35 million a year.
I think they. Yeah. I'm saying. I think he. Like,
he's a lifer.
Even when it's he's a lifer.
He's a lifer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Myles Garrett. Yeah. Parsons too inconsistent. Possibly. Shakir was on the Scoop Up show today. Shakir's price to resign is going up. Possibly. I think we'll probably give him about 15 a year. I think that's what cost.
Yeah. They got to figure it out. Pay him. I don't think he'll stay. Seems like he likes it here. I don't see a reason why he would test the market.
Like, listen, he talks about Josh. He wants to play with Josh. He says, he's our leader. If he tells me, he walks in and tells me to grab the sword and the thing because we're going to war, I'm grabbing the sword and thing, and we're ready to run through a wall. So, I think he's going to be a long-term Bill. I really do, and I think they're going to come to a agreement that fits both the Bills' salary cap and keep him paid and happy.
Yeah. Did you see? I don't remember the show he was on, but Gruden was on somebody's show, and he was talking about Richie Incognito.
Oh, Gruden is doing stuff with God, what is it? Portnoy. He's with Portnoy now. No, he's part of that company.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Barstool?
Barstool. Yeah, he's
okay.
He's doing stuff with Barstool now. So it might have been with Bustin' and the Boys.
It might have been. You're right. Bustin'. So he was a guest or whatever, and you were talking about certain players he had, like guys he really, and they were talking about Richie, and man, he was just saying Richie was such a beast, bro.
He was.
He's such a beast, bro.
He's not wrong. You know what I mean?
No, he was. He said he came to Oakland and his position coach told Richie to like do some drill, and he got like halfway through, and he's like, "That's enough. I seen it. I already saw it."
I need to see
this guy's unbelievable.
So N25's Chewy, his it'd be a cut right now. We would save $15 million. If we cut him. Or we save $8 million, it'd be a $15 million dead cap right now. But if we did a post June 1, it'd be a $6 million dead cap, and we'd save $17 million off of them.
You might have to. I think that's a good.
Like right now, we're possessioned by the cap going up about 18 million is what they're projecting. We'd have about 9 million before we did anything walking in. So we're walking in with more money this year than we have. Like every year before, we've always had to cut guys and restructure to get under the cap. We're walking in with money this year.
Yeah. I think
I would love
probably,
to go out and get Miles. God, I'd love to get Miles.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the Bills running back.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah,
That guy,
no, he's going high in the draft.
he is. Listen, teams are starting to value running backs now.
He does have his
in the
own.
first round.
Yeah, Dunn. He does have his own podcast too, but he's also signed on with Barstool.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's talked about wanting to come back to coach. Like,
I don't know if the NFL would allow it, man. He's about
to make some serious money off the NFL.
Yeah, I think it's that underground, blacklisted.
Yeah,
like how certain actors get blacklisted from Hollywood. Mm-hmm. You don't think that works the same way in the NFL?
Oh,
of course it does. Of course it does. And come on, you can hire anyone to be in your movie. Like there's nobody that says no, but it's a thing. It really is. And the NFL, it's a thing. The owners know what's up. Mm-hmm. And John Gruden works for the owners. And trust me, that's all a thing, man. Like I would be shocked if he comes back.
I'd be interested to see. Also,
I think he's a hell of a coach. I would hire him in a minute.
I was looking at Dunn's comment here, and we was talking about, I could just see it, let Vaughn walk, and I would hire him in a minute too, by the way.
Yeah.
And bring in Miles with 10 plus sacks a year. Don't forget, if we win the Super Bowl, Vaughn may just hang it up and go upstairs to the front office.
That's what he's been wanting to do. Because I don't see him getting, he's getting older. I don't see, you can see he's definitely lost a step. The second ACL injury, he's still good. He's still effective, but he's not you know what I mean? You understand?
He's not the Vaughn of old.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Thoughts on Mahomes' ankle? I think Mahomes finds a way to play through his ankle like he always does.
You're right.
Like the dude is like robotic, man. I don't get it. Like,
I don't get it either. That looked bad, by the way.
Type of high ankle sprains he gets, and he can still run around and play on it. I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
The dude's tough as nails, man.
He is. He doesn't come across a guy that would
but he is, man. He's tough.
But he is. I know. I don't get it.
Oh God, I know. He looks like Chucky. That's why his nickname's Chucky. It's crazy.
Oh, absolutely. It's wild. Yeah, he loves it though. He has like a Chucky mask in his like office or something. He welcomes that. He loves it
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As a coach, I'd love to come back. It's Bruce Arians. God, Bruce Arians was good too. Bruce Arians was real good. Bruce Arians and Allen would be a match made in heaven, right? They'd be drinking beers together in his office.
Yep.
That's the type of person Bruce Arians is. Long term, though, repeat ankle injury, no joke. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out long term for him. Because it's the third year in a row that he's had this late in the season.
Ankles are never good.
Green writes a book called Shafted, Make Millions. Gruden. Yeah, he's doing the NFL for his money. He's about to win it.
Oh, Gruden. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mahomes is AI.
Yeah, he's not real. It's
it is what
that
it
would
is,
suck. We're all just watching some players that don't exist. It's all AI.
Yeah,
they're just sitting at home.
That was my around the league, by the way.
Oh man, good stuff.
I'm Prison Mike.
That's right.
So you ready for? I got some stuff tonight for us. So we've been on here a little bit. All right, we got some storylines, Mikey. You always like the storylines.
Shout out storylines.
Yeah, shout out to Bill's Wire for creating this article. All right, first up, first meeting, and it is kind of crazy. Usually they don't come this late in the season. The Bills head into the final 3 games of their 2024 NFL regular season schedule, and it's the first time Buffalo and New England will face off. That's a bit odd since the two face each other twice a year. The Bills could benefit from this since the Pats are playing poorly and have nothing to play for down the stretch. But should the NFL consider spacing those out a bit more? What do you think about that? Spacing them out? A little odd how they did that this year.
This year was a little bit different, and they always want to put games at the end. I don't know why they did it this way, but it happens to every team. It just never happens to the Bills. This is the first year it's happened to the Bills in a while, which I'm really fine with. That's fine. We got Patriots, Jets, Patriots. Let's end with the Patriots.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, thank you very much. We're cool with that. Here we go.
It is odd, that. Right.
Yeah, it is odd. Avoid that trap. Look at him. Here he is, Sean McDermott. I got this, guys. No need No need to worry, Mikey and Tommy. Playoffs. I got this. All right, here we go. Speaking of the Patriots' struggles, Buffalo's heading into week 16 and a 2-touchdown favorite in sportsbooks. The AFC East title is locked up for the Bills as well, but they still have something to play for when it relates to seeding in the AFC postseason. Head coach Sean McDermott has to have his team focus to avoid a trap game. Mikey, trap game?
No.
All right,
No.
on to the next.
No.
Eyes on Chiefs, and it will be. Along with not overlooking the Patriots, the Bills have to make sure they're not worried about how the Chiefs are doing. KC plays on Saturday, the day before Buffalo hosts New England, and quarterback Patrick Mahomes' ankle, which we know he's healthy, he's going to play, that means. Regardless of the outcome for the Chiefs, the Bills can't let whatever happen distract them. Just worry about yourself, but storylines relating to this will come about this week. So what do you think about that? It's going to be a distraction of the Bills?
No, I think they're going to watch the game, but I don't think this Bills team does that. I think they worry about what goes on in
what's ahead of them.
Yeah,
what's in front of them. I mean,
they seem to be very focused about that this year.
Gotcha.
I don't think they care about all the other crap around them. We got a super chat.
Oh, hey, all right, hold on.
Thank you, Chewy.
Let me get that. Here we go.
Oh, congrats. And give him a double for the retirement.
Oh, retirement! You do get a double for that. Let me get to the for that because you deserve it. Congrats, by the way. There you go.
Merry Christmas, Chewy. I think it's
Thank
fantastic you were able to retire. I envy and appreciate anyone who's able to actually do that.
Absolutely.
I think it's amazing, and you worked your ass off, and enjoy it, brother.
Yeah, enjoy it. Yep, absolutely.
Enjoy it. That's amazing. That's awesome. I love it. McDermott should keep a light practice schedule. They're fresh and ready to play. They did. They did multiple walkthroughs this week.
Yep.
Like they were all together, but it was multiple walkthroughs, which is awesome. Yes, Sophia. Congratulations to Chewy. Sophia retired 3 years ago. That's amazing.
Oh, damn. Good for you, Sophia.
That's awesome, Sophia. I love hearing that because it gives me hope that one day I'll be able to actually do it.
right. I don't know about me. Let's get to the next one, Mikey, real quick.
Next one, sorry.
MVP, yes, sir. MVP pace. Look at our guy,
Woo,
Josh
doggy.
Motherfucking Allen. It's hard to debate. The Bills quarterback Josh Allen is currently the 2024 NFL MVP favorite, and he looks likely to win it. Whether or not Allen can keep up his MVP pace against the Patriots will be talked about throughout the coming days. What do you think? You think that's what people are talking about right now, or they're kind of? You think it's a hot topic, or is more so
Allen's pace?
Yeah,
it's a hot topic in the media. It's a hot topic.
Yeah.
Inside,
but I mean, what about a hot topic inside like the locker room? Yeah,
no.
Yeah, for them.
No.
Yeah, right? No, right? I didn't think so.
I think the team wants to get it more than Josh wants to get it.
I do too.
Josh doesn't give two shits about the MVP, and he's come out and said it.
Exactly. Yeah.
He cares about the Super Bowl, and that's all he cares about.
Absolutely.
He cares about playing well and being Super Bowl bound.
Did you see? I don't know if you caught it, but there's an airplane that crashed by Deion Dawkins' home.
Yeah, fatal airplane.
Yeah, jeez Louise, man. That's
right
wild,
after
man.
Deion got done talking about the good vibes and the reason why the Bills have such good vibes.
Golly, man. Sorry, that's terrible.
It is terrible.
Next up, secondary health. The Bills survived their injuries in their secondary in Detroit last week. Buffalo would still prefer to get healthy. Defensive back Rasul Douglas, knee, DeMar Hamlin, ribs, and Taylor Rapp, neck, all did not play against the Lions. Their health will be monitored throughout the upcoming week. Calls for Micah Hyde to return to the lineup will grow if one of the Bills' starting safeties cannot
It's
play.
already growing. I've been calling for that since I heard Micah Hyde on Monday say that he's put on the weight that he needs to put and he's ready to go. Micah Hyde, chances are Rapp and Hamlin don't play again this weekend, and it's Bishop and
I think
person. I want it to be Bishop and Hyde. I think Lewis needs to go back to be the nickel.
I'm with you. Yep. And listen, maybe you do like a what you did with Matt Milano. No, but I'm saying like kind of like ease him and see how like don't like maybe you can put Cam in there periodic, like mix them back and forth just because it's his first game back. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to like tone him. I would kind of like just mix it up throughout the course of the game. Maybe when you're up some and then you kind of take him out. You know what I mean? There's no reason for him to play the whole game in my opinion, but let's see how that goes. If he plays, I have no idea. This is
before you move on. It says Chewy asked, "Hey guys, are they really wearing all red?" No, it's white helmet, red top, white pants, red socks.
Yeah. Let me see here. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Okay, why I'm giving you 1 second, I'll hit Gonzo the Beast. We've talked about this, Mahomes' ankle, but since you just asked the question, I'll answer it. I think that he finds a way to always play on it. Like if I was Andy Reid, I probably wouldn't take the chance, but I'm also biased and I want them to lose. So, and if Mahomes doesn't play, there's a better chance of them losing. But they'll play and he'll do something amazing like he always does, and it is what it is.
So there it is. I wanted to put it up for everybody.
Yeah, that is just sick.
Yeah. So I'll leave it up there for a quick second. That's what the Bills will be rocking this Sunday. Love it. I think it's I just love that look, man. Perfect.
Me too.
I'm all good for that. I'm even good with the helmet. It's fine. Doesn't need to be red.
I
like the white, red.
Actually works better. You're right with this. I think the red helmet would look better with the blue top and the white pants.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Yeah, but with this outfit, you see what I mean? The white, red, white shoes. Yeah, I think it's
clean.
It's clean, dude. It's clean. All right, let's get back to this other thing, and this is the last, and we'll take a couple questions. We'll get out of here.
Yeah.
I got 5 things to watch for, Mikey.
Okay.
5 things to watch.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 5 things to watch for. Avoid a trap, and we already talked about this, so I'm not going to go over it because we know no such thing. Is he the MVP? We already talked about that.
Yes.
And yes, we already know that. Rookie quarterback. So I will talk.
We haven't talked about this.
No.
Sean McDermott against rookie quarterbacks has been. Sean McDermott messes with rookie quarterbacks' heads.
Absolutely.
So I am super excited to see what this looks like.
Yep. On the flip side of the quarterback battle in week 16, New England would be led by Drake May, the rookie out of North Carolina, will face the Bills for the first time in his career. And it's probably going to be the coldest game he's played in. In 10 games played, 9 starts, May has a 2-7 record in 2024. The quarterback has completed 68.5% of his passes and has 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. So the 9 interceptions isn't pretty. But I think he's played well. Yeah, I think he's listen, that offensive line's not helping. He doesn't have a lot of weapons.
No.
But
I don't know if he doesn't have a lot of weapons. They drafted some young weapons. They have young weapons.
They had one they cut, like some guy they were really thinking he was going to be. I think he was from last year. Speedster.
The second round pick.
But
they picked up Baker, who I was a big fan of.
Javon Baker. He's not. Yeah, he's been.
Polk.
Yep.
They brought back. They saw Booty. I think his name was Booty or whatever.
Booty. It's Booty.
Yeah, Booty. Yep.
Booty.
And then they have Kendrick Bourne still. So that's 4 receivers. So
yeah, I know, but that's
a lot of the receivers are young. But
decent tight end.
Yeah,
they got a decent tight end as well.
Hunter Henry's decent.
Hunter Henry.
They have a really bad offensive line.
They got a terrible offensive line. Running game's okay. I think their running game's okay too.
Also got Pop Douglas too. That's right.
Yep. All right. Next up, no more 40. With May in mind and the general talent the Pats have at 3-11, there is no reason at all the Bills defense should allow over 40 points against them in a 3rd straight game. Everyone will look for improvement. You know what? I didn't even understand what that meant when I'm like, no more 40. But now we know.
No more Von Miller?
Right, what? No more 40, what? Bro, I will be fucking pissed if they even sniff 40. Even sniff it, Mikey.
They're not.
There is no.
Listen, guys, we played 2 of the most elite offenses in football the last 2 weeks.
Dude, I will lose my shit if they get past.
Don't forget.
What would you say? What would you say? Like, what would you come on here post game and go? I'm not happy with that. Like, what were the
28.
amount of points? 28. So anything over so 28 and up.
28 and up. I'm gonna be kind of mad that our defense give 28 points.
Damn, 28. I don't think they should even. I would say
because I'm thinking garbage time.
All right.
I think we're going to be in the 30s or low 40s.
God, that's a terrible team. We're at home. I'm going to go.
I don't think they're going to get to that. I'm just saying I'd be mad if they get to that.
I'm going to be mad if they get to 23. I'm going to be honest with you. They should not get to 23 points. In Buffalo, dude, Drake May, a rookie quarterback, Sean McDermott usually does very well against rookie quarterbacks. If we surrender more than 28 point, bro, more than 23, I'm not happy. I get what you're saying, though. If it is garbage time, fine. You know what I mean? We're up 40 to, 20. They score a touchdown, 2-point conversion, make it 40-28. I guess. Still not happy with it.
That can in week 14 couldn't get in the zone against the 49ers. That also was in terrible weather. And they were in perfect weather against us. So I look at now, was our defense great? No, our defense was really bad that day. But if you go back and look at the rest of the games we played this year, our defense has been pretty average.
Average. Absolutely.
Pretty average. So did they have a bad day? Yes. Did they have a bad, they were in fuego that day. And then they turned around and played the best offense in football and had them at 35-14 at one point when we took our foot off the gas. And that's a thing.
The stats don't lie. I mean, if you look at the ranking, like what we are defensively, just saying
we're average.
We're average, guys. Like and that's just the hard. That's just the truth, the hardcore truth.
But we don't need to get into the argument about our defense like we did last.
No, I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, we're average, bro. Yards per game, we're
between
like 15,
22 and 15.
Yeah, against
22 is where we kind of against. Now in scoring, we're top 5.
Against the pass, against the rush, not good.
But yards wise, we give up a ton of yards. We just don't give a bunch of scores.
Yeah,
when the dam breaks and they score, then
we give up 22 points a game. So we're not terrible. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, we dropped after
9, 10, 11. We're 12.
3.
Yeah, well, we're 12 now.
Yeah. Well, when you give up 89 or 86 points in 2 games, what's going to happen?
Yeah. So Robert, once again, we're in the middle of the pack there.
Yeah, that's fine. Robert comes in and says, "Do you feel Javon Solomon will get more playing time?" I hope so.
He deserves it. I'll be honest with you. I
like the kid a lot.
It upsets me he didn't get the sack because he should have, and that would have
been 3
sealed
sacks
the deal
and like 30 snaps.
Yeah, and I think it would have really hurt Detroit. I don't even know if they score if he gets that sack at that point.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We missed a lot of sacks that allowed them to because we let Goff run for a 10-yard first down on 30
slow ass
kinds of weird shit that happened.
Right.
Are you concerned? Thank you, Andrew, for the question. Are you concerned about the depth of our linebackers heading into the playoffs? No, because I think they're going to get healthy. Now, I want Balin Spector to be nowhere near the field at all.
Yeah.
Our 3 linebacker set needs to be Milano, Bernard, and Williams, and our backups need to be, since we don't have Morrow anymore, I need to see Eddie U come off and get some time, and I need to see Andreessen. I do not want to see Spector at all, if possible.
Yeah, I hope. Here's the next one: secondary injuries.
Mm-hmm.
What would help the Bills' defense is an improvement on the final injury report. Speaking of injuries, you're just talking about defensive back Rasul Douglas knee, DeMar Hamlin ribs, Taylor Rapp did not play against the Lions. That is one lengthy list of starters out for one secondary. Will any return against the Patriots, Mikey?
Can you put that back up?
I already clicked it off.
Oh, okay. So Rasul's probably going to play. He's good to go. I do think the 2 safeties are going to be down again, and we're going to see Hyde and Bishop, which I'm super excited about if that really does happen. Then who else was out?
Hamlin or Rapp.
Hamlin or Rapp? Yeah,
Hamlin or Rapp.
So Rasul's going to be back, but I think they're only going to play him a little bit, and because I want to see more Kyer Elam.
Okay, makes sense. I'm good with that.
Yep. And then from the linebackers, I think Milano's going to sit, and I think you're going to see Williams and Bernard start.
Okay.
That's my guess.
All right, we'll find out.
Bills may be sitting their starters in the fourth quarter. They'll get
It's very possible.
which is
Very
good because that
possible.
means you're going to see Sullivan, you're going to see Elam, you're going to see Bishop, you're going to see all those young guys that we wanted to get playing time. We might see Andreessen and team. Like, I don't know because BS got a calf injury, so I'm guessing he's going to be a game day scratch. So I want to see Eddie U. Get Eddie U in there, some garbage time stuff. Let's see what the kid's got.
Yep.
Get that 30, break that record. Josh gets 3 TDs. That's all I ask. Josh is in TDs.
Speaking of that, Mikey, you want to get to the keys on the prediction? We'll get
the keys to the game. Yeah, the keys to the game. I'm gonna say stop the run because we need to make them one dimensional. It's gonna be stop the run, bring that same energy, that same big dick energy that they brought last week.
Whoa.
Did you see Ed Oliver just running over dudes last week?
Whoa. Did you say?
Yes, I did. I said it.
Dick energy?
I did.
Wow.
I heard someone say that and it made me laugh, so that's why I said it.
Wow.
I'm Prison Mike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Prison Mike.
Bring that injury.
With prison to talk. Okay, okay, go ahead.
Bring that big time energy.
All right.
Oliver was like trucking one of the best offensive lines in football.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going up to one of the worst, so they should be manhandling these dudes. So shut down the run, make them one dimensional. Then from there, I just want Josh and the offense to just play it smart, keep it cool, keep it rolling. Just do you. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to win the MVP this week. Just go out and play your game. I want our coaches to stay out of the way and let the guys do what they need to do on the field and just, get out of this game healthy. That's the keys of the game.
All right. I like it.
Short and sweet.
All right. So let's get to what you normally get to. Prison Mikey.
That language might have been a little foul. I apologize for those that don't like that kind of language. I heard someone say that, and it made me laugh so hard that I used it.
It's all
good. They said that Ed Oliver brought that because he was trucking Ragnow the center.
I don't care. I just thought it was funny. I never heard you say something like that.
We might have people. I know we have women in here.
We do.
I want to make sure that I apologize for my foul language sometimes.
Well, it's Friday Night Lights, so it should be a nighttime audience. So just throwing that out there too.
I'm just saying,
And we do have an 18-year-old now. Now he's 18, right? So, what's his name? Connor. So he's an adult. He can hear that.
Yep. I just want to make sure I'm not offending anybody. I hate to say it, but say goodbye to Milano next year with Solomon Williams stepping up this year. Solomon's an edge rusher.
Exactly.
Williams is an outside backer. I think Williams will take it. I don't think Milano leaves next year. I think he's guaranteed with his contract through 2025. I think it's 2026 you say goodbye. If we cut him this offseason, we're going to have a ton of dead cap. And I just
unless he gets hurt. Unless he gets hurt again. And we just have to put him on the
yes.
What do they call it?
Should absolutely freaking stay away.
Yeah.
I want to see, can we get more run rewatching the game? He said he was good to go, but people say a lot of things. So I want to see more of him too, because I thought Kyer was really good last week.
Yeah, I thought he played really well. Yep.
Beth, what's going on?
Hey, Beth.
Just in time for my my prison talk.
All right, you want to get to the
he was called out and responded. Absolutely. Let me just get the last two here.
Go ahead.
Flipping pancakes. He was a monster. We all go see it once in a while. Mikey happens. Yes, I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oliver speed bumped that dude. He did, and almost all game. And how you doing? All right, so let's get to the predictions.
Yeah,
you want me to start, or you want to start? You
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 38-17 Bills.
So we're getting that record. 30
We're getting that
point record.
We're
Okay,
getting
38-7. I like that. That's a high score, Mike.
38-17.
What's the weather? Anybody know? What's the weather going to be like in Buffalo?
Cold.
425? Because
I
know cold, but Is there snow? Is it going to be windy? Like, I think because I have to play that in factor when I do these kind of score predictions. So if it's not snowing, it's not like super windy. I'll say they definitely get over 30 points for sure. If it's a snowing, windy game, it's going to be close because we may run the ball a lot. Yeah, look it up.
I'll pull up there.
Yeah, look
I
it
have
up.
it on
Look it up.
my weather app.
Because right now I'm in Detroit. I always go by what we're kind of having because we're close by there. It is a light snow today. Not windy though.
Sunday,
I know Buffalo has more wind.
Sunday at what time is it?
4:25.
4:25. It's 16 degrees, cloudy.
Cold as shit. All right, but no snow.
It's raining earlier in the day, but by the time the game starts, it's just gonna be cloudy as hell.
So okay. So the rain's not. All right, so then I'm fine. I will go over 30 then. I'll say I'll go 34 16.
34-16? Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep.
You know, Randy Taylor comes in and said, I thought you're all talking MVP awards. We were talking MVP based off of what the article had talked about. But I think they're going to take it one game at a time. They don't give a shit about the other stuff. There's things in front of them. There's goals in front of them that they want to hit. I don't think Josh's individual goal is on their mind, you know.
Yeah, no.
31-17 Bills. Love it, Chewy.
Just over.
31-13.
Just over. Wow, look at that. A lot of people 31. Okay.
42-22. I like it, Robert. Like it a lot. It's going to be cold as ice.
Yeah, it's cold. It is cold.
There's no way we aren't getting that record. I don't think so either. I just like Barmore was something's going on with his health and he's not playing. He was moved to the reserve list.
I would be shocked.
Both their safeties are hurt. Marcus Jones, one of their corners is hurt. Like,
yeah,
I don't see how they stop us.
I'm with you guys. Like in a way, I definitely could see him flirting with a 40 burger. But Mikey, I'll be honest with you, I have stopped saying the 40 burger because King Aramis. I don't know if you know who that is, but I now call him King Aramis. I don't know if you recall this, but like a few weeks ago, maybe longer. When am I? A few weeks, maybe 3-4. When we played the Dolphins, and I did a prediction, and it was under 40. He's like, "Oh, come on, you can't do 40." I predicted 40. We played. Like, that game was not good, right? Like, it was too close. And I don't know why. And I said it again, like, on our pregame show. I forget what game it was. The Rams game. And I'm like, I don't know why. I'm giving us bad luck. So I'm not doing I am not doing the 40 burger thing.
You say in the 30s.
I am staying.
That's like, we got to have a 30 burger before halftime.
I am not doing that.
Beth is feeling 30 burger before half.
Every time, you know what it is? Every time I'm feeling like I'm like 40, like no, bro. Like for some reason we do not play well. I am not. I'm staying away from that, bro.
Christian Gonzalez is so good. He is such a good corner. He is so
really good.
There's a guy when they said you can take one guy that I wouldn't mind grabbing him. Like, but if I was gonna take a corner in this league, I'd probably take Patrick Surtain. That dude is a monster.
Yeah, he's unreal, bro.
Patrick Surtain is a monster.
Yeah, he's unreal.
Yeah. Bills 42.
You guys could say it. I'm not.
That three-headed monster backfield of ours going for over 200 on the ground. Yes, Mike. I love it.
Yeah.
Our running backs are going off. I think Josh is going to get his 3 touchdowns that he needs. I think he's going to get his 200 yards that he needs. And we're going to run the shit out of the ball. You should get on Sunday. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. X Factor time, Tommy.
All right. What do we start with? Defense?
Start with defense. Who's your X Factor?
Who did I say last week? Do you remember? Are we even keeping track?
You said Oliver, I believe. I believe you said Oliver.
I don't know if I did or not. I might. No, I think I said Gregory Rousseau.
You say Gregory Rousseau every week.
I did. No, I did because remember the guy, the Lions fan, was like, "How is he gonna win?" Yeah, he's gonna.
Guess what? He got a sack.
He sure did. So how about that? And he had the second most quarterback pressures by an hour. So not a bad pick, pal. Anyways, I'll go. Let's see. I think we're gonna get after May, so I'm gonna go with.
14 receiving yards. Nice.
God, you know who I'm going to go with this time? I'm going to go with Terrell Bernard.
Bernard, okay.
Yeah, I think Bernard gets, I think, possibly a sack. I think they do a linebacker blitz at some point in this game, and I think he gets possibly a pick.
I'm gonna go with Rousseau this game.
Ooh, you're going the Rousseau route.
I think he's
Okay.
gonna eat their tackles for lunch. We have a
Okay.
super chat. Thank you, Mike.
Oh man. What's it? Let's hit this first, and then we'll go with the question. I don't see one. If you have a question, by the way, we'll answer.
Well, we've been answering his questions and he's been throwing them in. So I think
okay.
Super chat.
I appreciate. Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate that very much. Bishop gets a pick. I like that. A lot.
Okay.
X factor on D is Groot. On offense, it's Ray Davis.
Ray
Give
Davis.
me your offense.
Wow.
Give me your offense, Tommy.
Yeah, that's a hot take for Ray Davis because he hasn't been. I wouldn't have picked him only because they don't give him opportunity. Offense. I'll go with
Did get a touchdown last
because remember, I want you guys to remember this. We never pick Josh Allen because it's too easy, right? It's always the X factor.
Yeah.
So we don't go with Josh.
Ooh, love this.
That's easy. Go ahead.
Big man TD for Alec Anderson.
Ooh. I don't know. We haven't gone to an offensive lineman in a minute. I'll go God. This is a tough one. Okay, I'll go Amari Cooper because he's been quiet.
Coleman breaks 100 yards and Cooper.
I'm going to go Cooper because Cooper had no targets last week.
I do
and I think Allen
locked up on Gonzalez, though.
Maybe, but I think Allen wants to at least give him something.
I do, too.
You know what I mean? So
because he's happy.
I don't know why. Yeah.
You know, he was like dancing in the locker room after the game and had a good old time. And they're like, 0 targets. He's like, I don't care. I won. I've been in this league a long time. I've had a lot of targets.
I'll tell you what, I know Christian Gonzalez is really good, but I always say like when you're going against somebody really you want to prove you want to play your best. You want to beat that guy. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe Cooper just goes out there and balls out because it's a challenge for him. You get what I'm saying? All right. Putting me against the number one out there. All right, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? So I'll go Cooper.
I'm gonna go the Patriot killer. Dawson
Patriot
Knox.
killer. Dawson Knox. Okay, nice. I like it.
He's the guy who just kills the Patriots every year.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get a ton of yardage, but I think he's gonna get a couple scores.
Ooh, a couple. When's the last time he scored a touchdown?
I think he's getting 2 this game.
When's the last time he had one this season? Do you remember?
I don't know. No.
It's been a while.
I think the Chiefs, because he always scores against the Chiefs and he scores against the Patriots.
All right. God,
I say a 30 burger before half because our D loves turnovers and will make a rookie make mistakes. Yeah, that's the best.
That I agree with. Or we'll have. I can see good field position because of that. Maybe a mistake or a quick 3 and out.
It's why Josh may not have a ton of yards, but he's going to get scores.
Exactly, because we may have a really good field position.
Yeah, all game long. You know, love that family dinner. That's where Spen was at because he was late. Slacker.
We'll let it slide.
Slacker. He
Even though you always say we're yeah, no, not at all.
Cooper and Epinesa on D. He's due. I think he's due too. Love to see him get one of those batted up interception ones. Sharon Johnson.
I'm going Bernard because Bernard tends to get those interceptions. You know, like
Sharon Johnson pick 6. He's earned one. He's had a rough couple weeks, had some tough matchups, but he's still balling out. Love his fight.
Nice.
He said he waited his whole life to be on a team like this. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
You know, hearing stuff like that, because people were like, oh, is Coop going to be mad he didn't get 1 target? And he's like, no.
Yeah, that's not him, though.
You see him smile now. You know, he's like, I'm on an actual team that likes each other.
Right. Exactly. Team that plays for one another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of guys that are out here that are selfish. I don't think anyone is actually.
Nobody's. It's all about the team and winning. None of it. Nobody gives a crap about the stats. They just want to win.
Yep.
Overall X factor is the refs.
You know what though? I thought the refs were fine last week. I got to be honest with you.
They missed a couple, but
they missed a couple. But not a bad game for them.
I do believe we will punt. I just don't think we're going to punt often. I do think we'll see 1 punt, especially if in the second half we're going to see Trubisky. Sunday, not tomorrow. Yeah, we knew what you were saying. Don't worry, Mikey and Tommy. Feel free to have no mercy. I don't have any mercy on you, so why should you? Exactly.
Right.
I was thinking the Chiefs game's gonna have a lot to do with who plays. Could Drew Groot and Vaughn will be humming Sunday. I'm waiting for that so much. Smoot too. Don't forget about Smoot. Smoot's the guy who's probably going to start. I love that guy.
So I want to throw this out here real quick.
Okay.
Because I just have to. So if you notice, we don't have many, or actually none, Patriots people in here. You know how usually we do our pregame, or our
we get
our
one
Friday
or
shows.
two.
We'll
fans
get
in.
some, yeah. So, but I will say this: if in the off season, whatever they do going into next season, be prepared because they're going to be feeling themselves. I promise.
Because they're going to spend money. Because they're going to have big time money.
Exactly, and they're going to have decent draft picks. So I'm just saying, Mikey, get ready. Because have you noticed the Jets fans and Dolphins fans, boy, they cooled out pretty quickly. So,
yeah, did you see that shit? They're talking about Garrett Wilson being traded this offseason.
That's wild. Yeah, that's wild.
Mike Diggs would have lost his shit. Did you hear Diggs on the podcast talking about Josh?
He did. Yeah, he's saying he deserves the MVP, but I could care less what he thinks. He also said some fucking cryptic bullshit and never stuck up for him when he needed to. Now, I don't know. I'm good with whatever he has to say.
That's because Pat fans already know. Pats fans are all KC fans now, a bunch of bandwagoners. Listen, I will say we had a KC fan in here earlier who came in.
Respectful.
Started with just Chiefs and then ended up in a very good conversation about the Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had another guy that used to be a regular.
Yeah.
Remember? I forget his name, but he was
Winston.
Yes. And the Ravens guy, I don't know what his deal is because he used to be really cool.
He got a little. He ain't been around since he was talking all that shit about the.
I don't get it. Like, because he was never like that. I don't know why he was getting so heated on us.
Honestly, I think it has a lot to do with because of the Josh Lamar MVP.
You're right. I forgot Baltimore. Yeah,
a lot of Baltimore fans are hot at the Bills.
Hey, Raven, if you watch us later, we still love you though. We do. You've been watching us for he's been watching us like.
It's okay that you were wrong about the Lions game. It's okay.
We forgive you.
We forgive you. You can come back.
Yeah.
We still appreciate the other fans who come in and aren't just here to troll but here to talk football.
Right.
There's a Raven fans that trolls and lurks around various Bills channels. He's an absolute worst. Yeah, there was one on here that's Raven for Life, who's actually been around for multiple years.
He's been good. Yeah,
he's actually been pretty good. I don't know what got into him against the Lions, but
boy, he was just, you would think he was a Lions fan.
Yeah, they do. That's all they want is the MVP. Even Nick's brother Trayvon now acknowledged Josh. He put in the top 5. Yeah, didn't mention CJ. Yeah. Baltimore fans just jealous Allen's is MVP and they don't have the weight in their arguments of Lamar being the MVP. Yeah. They quickly changed their narrative. That's for damn sure.
Yes, they
did. All right,
Tommy.
We've been on an hour 52.
Yeah, we're bouncing, guys. So look, tomorrow, AFC East. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. Fantasy Kingdom is at 2 p.m. You don't want to miss that with Mikey and Howie. At 4 p.m. is the AFC East Shakedown. You also don't want to miss that. And then pregame at 3 o'clock will be me and King Aramis to do the pregame show. And then me and Mikey will be here right after the game to do the postgame show. And then obviously Monday we will return live again at 9 p.m. Also, just a heads up, I put a poll in my YouTube. So if you guys go to my YouTube, you will see a poll up. If you guys want me to live stream Christmas Day for the 2 games, I'll do a watch along. Right now it is up to because I'm debating if I'm going to do it or not, but I really want to see what people
are. I'll see if I can pop in.
Yeah. So right now, just to show you guys what it's up to, it is up to 50. It has 15 votes, Mikey. Option 1 is to obviously do it. It's at 67%. And option 2 is nope. And that's at 33%. So there is some people that just like, I'll pass. So put your vote in. If it looks good for me, you guys want to see it, then, I'll give you that Christmas. I'm sure you guys want to get away from the fam a little bit. Some people have a lot of family over, and maybe we're going to get a little break. and watch a little Tommy watch along on Wednesday.
Right.
So.
Nano D comes in and says, maybe I'm paranoid from the Jaguars game a couple years ago. I see trap. Here's the thing about trap games. You have to be looking forward to something for it to be a trap.
Yeah. I don't
Like,
think
who are we looking forward to? Like you want to call the Rams game a trap because we were looking forward to the Lions? Fine. That's a trap game.
That made more sense.
But
coming off a big win.
Are we looking towards
ahead.
the Jets? Like, no, like I don't think it's a trap game. Could it be a game that we a letdown game? Maybe, but I just don't see that this team is built like that.
Yeah, guys. So I don't think so. So here's the deal, man. We're finally back at home. We just did a 2-game road trip that was against 2 really good offenses. We're glad to be home in front of Bills Mafia, representing our new unis, right, for the year.
Yeah.
Our offense is humming. I just don't see a way we lose this game, or it's even close. I don't. I get it's a division game, but the Patriots are bad. They're, I like May, but look, he turns the ball over a little bit, and that's because he's a rookie. I think McDermott will find a way to disrupt him. I think our defense will get to him, make him make mistakes. I don't think they have enough offensive power to really, do anything crazy against our defense, even though our defense is middle of the pack. And I think our offense is just too good right now. So I don't see this as I just. There's no way we lose this game. I would be shocked if we lose this game, or even if it's close, comes down to a field goal or something. I would be shocked. So yeah, no. And then we have another game right after against the Jets at home. I think right now, I always say when your team gets in a mojo, like feeling themselves, bro, it's we're in a zone right now. Yeah, like Josh is in his zone. Like, I just feel like right now, offensively, now defensively, I don't think so. I think defensively right now, they're not. They got to get back to that, right? Like find their ways to get into that little mojo, get their mojo back. Get excited about making stops, sacks, turnovers. You know what I mean? Like get back into that. But the offense right now, man, I just feel like they're in a zone, bro. I don't see the Patriots or the Jets or the Patriots again stopping that. I just don't.
When we lost to Mac Jones last year, that was pre Joe Brady. That was during the Dorsey era. So
no, I don't even think that was Dorsey. That was fucking Dable, wasn't it?
No, last year.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 6th. Whatever that score was, 9-6, 9-3.
I'm talking about the last time we lost him. We lost him with Mac Jones.
Yeah. I remember
that was the Dorsey game. We haven't, it's different with Brady. Brady's different.
Yeah, he is different, and I just don't. I don't see it happening.
Off topic, but Trey Harris from Ole Miss looks like a monster. He does look like a monster. I'm a big Trey Harris fan. There's a few really, really monstrous wide receivers that are coming out that I'm going to be excited about. There's also a few really big defensive linemen, like Grant out of Michigan, like 6'3", 330, just a monster. There's a run stuffing fool. I would love to see someone like that. The Bills take someone like that. We'll get to draft time. We have a Super Bowl to win still.
Yeah. Let's jump way too ahead of ourselves.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, yeah, we're out of here. Hey guys, once again, everybody in the chat: Triggs, Dunn, Spin, Beth, Chewy, Daniel, Sophia, Connor. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Spears, Coles, most interesting man in the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want to say thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us, for showing us love, support through the years. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. And I really wish you guys, if you guys, we don't see you again until whatever after Christmas,
which Sunday.
Which I'm saying for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're traveling or whatever, but have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas. But we will be back. All right, guys, Bills Mafia, you rule. And as always, go Bills. We're out of here. Peace.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.